Hola, back for part 2 of Preterite Imperfect. So far we filled out our flip book. We did the Preterite examples. Now we're ready for the imperfect examples. There's so many of these ones because there's 8 types of background information, and I wanted to give you an example for the 8 types of background information. So we have 8 sentences. For example, time. Eran las ocho. That's ser in the imperfect. Ser in the imperfect. So it's probably a good idea to go back and look at those irregulars. Era el jueves, el 9 de mayo. Again, that's using ser. It's talking about the date. Time and date, I'll just tell you, always in the imperfect. Yes, 8 o'clock is one time. We could put it on a timeline, but it's background information. Background information will overrule the other rules. 3, hacía sol. This is what I gave you before. The weather. Okay, remember, hacer is often used with weather. Sometimes a star can be as well. Number 4, cuatro. La casa estaba en una ciudad. Talking about its location. A star is a regular verb in the imperfect. Tenía 8 años. That continues your age for the entire year. That is background information. It's setting up a scene. Remember, with age, we say tener plus our year plus años. Number 6 describes appearance. Mi vestido era azul. Or you could use it with your physical appearance, like era baja. Appearance uses ser because it's something that's permanent. Number 7, me sentía feliz. I was feeling happy. Sentirse is a verb we can use for feelings, also a star. Yo estaba feliz. And quería mudarme a otro país. This is my internal thoughts. So just like things that are in our heart and in our head, they're probably going to be in the imperfect. I wanted to move to another country. That's my internal thought. The timeline you are creating on your own. Notice how I have 2 timelines. I'll try and hold it close to the camera so you can read them. The green timeline for preterite looks like what we notice, what we've already seen. You can put preterite on the specific time and date on a timeline. There's nothing new about that. If you can't put it at one point on the timeline, not preterite. Imperfect, I use that wavy line because it starts, it stops, it starts again, it never stops. It's happening once, it's happening a lot. Imperfect is not quite as clear. So I'll give you my examples in English, and then you can create your own Spanish ones. For example, my preterite, I said, I was born, I borned, right? That's what the irregular would be. The 26th of January. Nací el 26 de enero. I went to the first day of school. That's one day. I could tell you August 20th of this year, I was in kindergarten. I broke my arm. That happened in an instant. Boom, done, it's over. My sister was married. Okay, again, I know the time and day that happened. So those are some examples of preterite. You create your own. Use your yellow sheet to help you with the endings. That's another thing to keep in mind. You've learned the preterite endings separate and the imperfect endings separate. Now we're combining them. So you have to go back and review. The endings are on your yellow sheet for the preterite. They're also all on the pink sheet we use as a review at the beginning of at the end of the semester. For the imperfect timeline, I wrote things like, I used to have curly hair. It wasn't an action that started and stopped. I used to walk to school every day. Caminaba a la escuela todos los días. Every day this was happening. It was a continuous action. Here's an example of internal thought. A mí me gustaba la pizza. I used to really like pizza. Can I still like pizza now? Yeah, I can. Can I stop liking pizza? Yeah, I can. Doesn't matter. It happened over and over, so we put it in the imperfect. So, as I said before, keep this bad boy forever. people in Spanish 3 come back and ask me to copy mine because they didn't save theirs, this will be helpful for the rest of the year and for the rest of your Spanish career.